Yesterday, Nintendo officially revealed the full reveal of the Switch 2, $450, $90 physical games, $80 digital games, and even with the physical games, half the games don't even come on the cartridge. They're just keys to download the game. They announced a bunch of other stuff, new Donkey Kong, a new exclusive From Software game. I think it's like Bloodborne 2 or some shit with like co-op. They showed off the new Mario Kart World. They showed screen sharing at 5 frames per second. Yeah, the Dust Bloods of that joint. They showed a bunch of third-party support. They had Street Fighter, all that shit, bro. Overall, if you missed my reaction to it, I wanted to give it a 9. But because of the pricing, I had to give it an 8. If we're just talking about the product and what I saw, I liked what I saw. I saw a decent piece of hardware that's not overpriced. $450 for a new console is not bad. Saw a ton of different games. That Donkey Kong is coming out this July. It comes out in June for those unaware, so it's pretty much a launch title. They got 2 bangers at launch. A new Donkey Kong, a new open world platforming Donkey Kong game, and that new Mario Kart. 2 bangers at launch. That's not bad. Just not a fan of the price of the game. So I said personally my stance is going to be the Switch 2. I would love to use the Switch 2 for multi-platform games so I could lay in the bed and play Assassin's Creed Shadows, but I'm not playing no multi-platform. I'm not playing the first Berserker Kazaa on the Switch 2. It will be used for Mario Kart, Mario, Zelda, Star Fox, their first party games, Donkey Kong. But don't expect me to be playing NBA 2K on the Switch, because I could be the best 2K player on the Switch. Yeah, or Elden Ring type shit, because we got a budget. That's too many fucking, it's just too expensive. It's too fucking expensive. That being said, a lot of people were not happy with the price. So we're going to follow it up today. We got an article. Nintendo's, from IGN, Nintendo's Switch 2 Treehouse, their first live stream, is just a flood.
Cats are just a known form of glazing. That means for every donation TBH gets, I get the chance to glaze. I mean, gaze into Sonic's dreamy green eyes.
People losing their minds on Twitter saying they aren't going to buy the new Mario, but I think they lying. FOMO's going to kick in. No, I don't think they lying. I'm not saying they won't get it, but I don't think they'll be there. I think a lot of people want to be there day one, but I don't think people are lying when they say at bare minimum they're not going to be there day one. Not in this economy. People are losing their jobs. Guys, the government just cut like 200,000 jobs. People in my chat all the time struggling to find jobs. PS4 niggas, we know they don't got jobs for a different reason, because you guys are bums. But right now, you know, people's finances are not in the best place. The world is kind of shaky right now. Not just America, but the world's economy. It's a little shaky right now. It's World War tariff going on right now. So no, I believe it when some people say that, no, I'm not going to get it right away, because like it's just not in their budget. When it comes to a choice between, you know, food, water, electricity, you know, a house over your head, people are going to choose that over a Switch 2. What up, Loke3? We see you. Economists are predicting another recession. Yeah, last I checked, they said there's a 40% chance it's going to happen. So Gen Z, buckle up. Might be getting your first big recession, baby. Anyways, what am I just saying? A lot of people are not happy with the price of the Switch 2. It said during they do their Treehouse streams where they were talking about the product, and it was just nothing but angry people saying you need to drop the price of the Switch. I feel you. I hope GTA 6 isn't 100. Nah, facts. I hope it's. I just don't understand. I'm genuinely confused by the people who are excited about these prices. Let's not talk about the people who we think are capping or who aren't going to be there. I'm sick of the people that's like excited, man. You can't afford GTA 6 $100. You can't buy that $90 fucking Switch game, bro. Y'all broke, bro. I'm not trying to take out a loan for a video game. Nintendo's first post-Switch 2 Direct Treehouse live stream is being flooded with angry comments from users calling on the company to drop the price. A cursory glance at the YouTube chat for the stream shows a flood of complaints about the pricing of Nintendo's move for the next generation, which includes the $450 Switch 2 and perhaps most controversially, the $80 Mario Kart. Like, yeah, I'm not gonna lie, the $450 doesn't bother me for a new console. While the Nintendo Switch 2 system itself will retail for $450, a bundle's also available for Mario Kart for $500, saving you $30. I'll probably pick that up myself, to be honest. That's not a bad bundle. But Mario Kart isn't the only Nintendo Switch game that costs $80. Some Switch 2 edition titles, such as The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom, will also cost $80. Like, that doesn't make any sense to me. It's a year-old game. Why is that shit $80, bro? And you could just see the comments. You know, I don't know if y'all ever been in a Nintendo Treehouse stream. That's fucking funny, dude. It's just like Nintendo employees talking to their community, probably feeding them information.
I'm thankful for your super chat, but this won't be enough to fund the purchase of the electric BBC I planned to troll Black Mask with.
Yo, shout out to Bubba Fett with the $5 super chat. How do I boss my life up? I don't know, bro. I don't know anything about your life. What you trying to do? Stop beating your meat 3 times a day. Get off the OnlyFans, man. Keep your head down for 1 year. Focus. Write down your goals. Write down your goals so you can actually visualize them. I got a whiteboard. Annoy yourself to success. That's what I do. What I'm about to say. As you can see, the whole chat is just saying drop the price, drop the price, drop the price. I think people are genuinely mad. And don't underestimate, if people make enough, I'm not gonna lie. If people keep spamming the comment section of all their content on the social media, telling them to drop the price, and then when the Switch 2 drops and the sales are not what they intended, oh, Nintendo will drop that price. They'll drop it real quick within the first 3 months. So the power is always in the people. That's what I be trying to teach y'all. It's all about a little bit of self-discipline. You don't need it. That Mario Kart looked okay, but I'm gonna be honest, do you really need to be there day one? Now if that Blood Dust game was there, yeah, maybe. Or even the Donkey Kong game, yeah, maybe. But the Mario Kart game, I'm not gonna lie, it kind of looked like Mario Kart 8.5. I don't know if you need to be there. Day one. He said it worked with the 3DS. So don't underestimate the power that you have. The issue is it takes a large number of us to get that done. And, you know, there's always people out there that are only looking out for themselves. That's the issue. The Mavs ain't fired Nico yet after all the protests, so I disagree. Well, the Mavs is just trying to... my theory is they're trying to move the team to Vegas because the new owners that Mark Cuban sold to, the majority of the stake of the team, they're casino owners. And Vegas has been trying to get an NBA team. So my theory is they're tanking the team on purpose to try to get it to Vegas. Because their goal is they just want to make money. They don't give a fuck about Luka or winning. Nintendo historically is stubborn. That's debatable. I think Nintendo's always had success at every level. The only time in my lifetime, my 34 years on Earth, that I've ever seen Nintendo struggle, and I mean when I seen, because technically I was alive for the Virtual Boy, but I wasn't conscious, if that makes sense. I was a kid. So as long as I've been conscious, the only time I've ever seen Nintendo struggle was the Wii U. For the most part, Nintendo has a high batting average. They don't got to drop the price because y'all buy it. And not only do you buy it, you show up with that GameCube controller wrapped around your arms. Niggas gonna show up to GameStop at midnight with GameCube controllers wrapped around their forearms like the chains of Olympus with a Luigi hat on. I want to hear that shit. Nintendo is a cult-like following. People love Nintendo. Don't do that. Don't do that. And then also you have to keep in mind, Nintendo has the advantage. Nintendo has the hardcore and the casuals, the soccer moms, the baseball dads who just go to GameStop and get something for little Timmy, little Jamal, little Julio. They're not looking at all the latest news. They're just buying a Christmas gift, and they know Nintendo is good for kids. Why? Because they played Nintendo when they were a kid and they never switched up the brand. They're not watching streams like this versus the PlayStation and the Xbox crowd. They probably are. So they have that casual crowd that they can get to. Teammates changing where the controllers wrap for Nintendo niggas is killing me. The Wii U bombed. It bombed. But that's one data set. They've had more wins than losses. And I don't know. We'll see how it plays out. Do you have a schedule when you stream? Nah, I don't. I go by how I feel. Some days I work out. Some days I wake up, I want to get my workout out the way. Some days I want to work out in the evening, so I'll start the stream early. It depends on how I feel. Or some days I got to get some stuff done. Like today, I have a 48-minute video. And I got the first draft back, and I had to go back, get the editor notes and shit like that. We dropping that long form content. I'm debating. I got it back. I'm debating if I want to drop the video tomorrow or not. I'm always nervous about dropping videos on a Friday. But then I've had a video pop off on a Friday before. It's just usually they don't. You said 48 minutes, big first 48. But I feel like this video will go. So I might drop it tomorrow. I mean, you can use musicians, for example. Beyonce has a huge cult-like following and her tickets are expensive. They still go out. Yeah. Yeah. Nintendo fans are like Beyonce fans. A cult. Like when you have that strong fan base, y'all can make fun of Bobby Biracial all you want. Them Bobby Biracial fans are showing up to the show. You know who's not showing up to the show? Lil Baby fans. Why? Because most of them are fucking followers. But you know, shout out to Bobby Biracial. TBH, I can't believe Nintendo has added voice chat, which is crazy. I know, I'm about to cuss all them little kids out. So yeah, I like to see this. I wanted to bring this article up because I like to see this. It seems like maybe there's a level of class consciousness. This is that's awakening in people, and people are like, wait a minute, let's vote with our wallets. Do we need to buy this day one? And I think there could be good results from that. Are you planning on making a Drake and Kendrick video? It's about to be an anniversary of the beef. No, I'm tired of people talking about that shit. I will say that's one of my biggest videos in a long time. It's about to hit 1 million views. But nah, I don't have nothing to add to the conversation. I'm very adamant on making things that add things to the conversation. Otherwise, why are you doing it? You know what I'm saying? And I don't have anything, like, I don't care. I'm ready. Like, can we move on? There's nothing to add. Like, what else is going on in hip hop? Other Switch news. This came out today. We read another tariff article yesterday. There's another one that came out that added more. Because we were talking about the price of the Switch going up. I read an article yesterday, if you missed the stream. So Nintendo was aware that Trump wanted to do, well, I mean, we all were because he's been talking about it. He wanted to do the tariffs. So they moved their manufacturing from China to Vietnam and Cambodia to try to avoid the tariffs. Because originally Trump only wanted to tariff China. Well, now we're in World War tariff, where this nigga wants to tariff everybody, including a nation that only has penguins on it. I don't know if y'all saw that. Did y'all see that? This nigga is putting 10% tariffs on an island nation with no people and only penguins. I wish I was making this up. This nigga's an idiot. Just in case the penguins want to export their coconuts or whatever the fuck they export. I don't know. But anyways, I thought that it was going to, what up, Starry? I thought it was going to raise the price in one particular way, but there's potential, according to this article, that these tariffs could affect it in multiple ways. ESA Senior Vice President Ivory Quinn tells GameFile that gaming hardware, including consoles, are likely to take a big hit due to new levies. These machines are made in some of the countries hit with big tariffs yesterday. Beyond, their parts are sourced from multiple countries, and the devices often cross into the US multiple times as they're made and prepared for retail. Any one product that a consumer would buy is likely to be subject to many of the tariffs announced, all compounded on top of one another. Now, that's what's different and why I wanted to bring up this article. I was thinking, you know, if it was, they're just going to tariff Vietnam or something, or Cambodia, depending on where it was manufactured. But no, if they manufactured part of it in Vietnam and then part of it in Cambodia and then part of it in China, and then they assemble it all together and it comes to America, from what I'm reading in this article, all them tariffs are about to compound. The new Trump tariffs were announced yesterday and include a 46% on Vietnam, 34 or 54 on goods from China, and among other countries where gaming hardware is made. Nintendo, which in recent years moved the bulk of its console manufacturing to Vietnam, announced the launch price and $450. And then also Japan. Is there one on? You said, I beg your pardon. And the crazy part is, so is USA versus the world. This y'all president, bruh. The crazy part is, I think there might be some truth to this, because in yesterday's article we read that Nintendo's been preparing for this for like the last year. Apparently they stockpiled there's a warehouse somewhere in the United States filled to the brim with Switch 2s ready to go for sale. And because they were made before the tariff was implemented, those will cost $450. But there is a possibility, they were saying, once that stock runs out, that's when the tariff will kick in. And now they're saying, because it's crossing multiple borders, that tariff might be a little bit higher than we thought. 20% on Japan. So who knows what the fuck? It's supposed to be 450. Don't be surprised if these bitches is 550, 600. This is crazy. This is related to tariffs, you said. Just got off of a meeting. The new pricing estimation is going to be wild. Hold up. What's this? So Power GPU. Is this a PC making company? Let me see. Custom gaming PC founder. So they make custom PC. Oh, they're big. Ethos follows them. 400,000 followers. So they build PCs, basically gaming PCs. Okay, so what was he saying?
This is just going to be a straight raw video. My team.
You dropped the link in the chat. Yeah, I got you. For your friends that don't believe.
A meeting this morning. For those of you that are not aware, there is going to be another tariff increase on tech. There was another 34% from China. Already the 20% that's being charged. So it's going to be 54% now. And then the companies that were moving from China to not get hit with tariffs, a lot of them went to Vietnam. And now there's like a 40-something% tariff in Vietnam. So this is going to be a thing that's across the board for everyone. You're going to see CPUs, motherboards, RAM, M.2, GPUs, cases, coolers, just everything go up in price.
Fucking dickhead fearmonger. I don't think this is a real person. This is a bot. Just having fun playing Destiny. It's a fun. I feel like these people are fucking bots.
I don't know how long this is going to last. Again, I don't like to get involved in politics, but unfortunately this is something that directly affects us and it affects you guys as consumers. So I just have to come out and let you guys know transparently, we're going to have to raise our prices across the board.
And that's all I need to hear. I don't need to watch the rest of this video. Now, I told you niggas 6 months ago, if you wanted to upgrade your PC, you better do it now. I hate this. This is one of the few times I'm not gonna lie. I hate that I'm right. I hate that I'm right. I wish you start talking about these fucking politics on your goddamn stream. I'm sick of this shit, bro. I want to live my life in ignorance, bro. I just want to live in my mom's basement and play my PS4. So he's saying it right here. If you want to order a PC from them because the parts all come from all over the world, Taiwan, China, Japan, Korea, it's going to be harder to make these computers, and we're going to have to pass the cost on to you. You've been warned. Dumbass niggas voted for this shit. It's very likely it's going to compound due to multiple countries being tariffed. It's fucking gross. But it's not that deep. And the purpose of the tariffs is they want to bring more manufacturing back to the United States, but we're in such a deep hole. I don't think a lot of these people understand. Like, people think that this is going to create jobs. I don't think you guys understand, okay? So now we can't get our PC parts from China and Taiwan, like he said, or Japan, because Trump wants to manufacture everything in the United States. Now companies like this, there's that too. Or if they don't, here's another part too. This one's going to sting. Even if they do manage, let's say they manage to magically build facilities for everything, whether it's computer parts, clothes, making shoes, like we just making everything in the United States. Every material on earth does not come from the United States. So that's one problem. You're going to get tariffed off of that. But then B, another problem, let's talk about tech. Let's say they magically make these facilities, right? Newsflash, I'm going to be honest, maybe I'm wrong. I don't know if America's workforce is equipped for all that, because America's workforce, a lot of y'all got worthless degrees. I'm going to just be honest. I mean, we're seeing it right now. They wanted to deport all the immigrants. Now the state of Nebraska says we're on the verge of collapse because everybody who was working in our farms supposed to be picking these cherries, or in Florida, ain't nobody picking them oranges. Crops are just dying and shit. You niggas, you don't need a college degree for that shit. Motherfuckers don't even want to do that. Shit is crazy. I don't know, man. Shit is crazy. Let an unelected billionaire fool people into this shit. I don't know, man. Scary times. Good luck, man. There's always FUBU. I've never been suicidal, but at least I try to warn people this shit is gonna happen. How long will it be? I don't know. I work in immigration law. It's so sad to see what's happening. Nah, real shit. I was talking about that story, that dude in Maryland. I don't know if you saw that shit, Starry. The dude that they sent to the concentration camp in fucking was it Central America? They thought he was a gang member and he wasn't. Shit is fucking crazy, bro. El Salvador, yeah, it's spooky times we living in, man. Keep it. Hey, I'll tell you this much: we're gonna end this conversation. This is a good time to really strengthen your network. Them family members that you got beef with, if you think you can fix it, squash it, because you never know when you're gonna need somebody. This is a good time to strengthen your network, because times like this, you might need to lean on people. You never know what can happen next year. You might be good today, but you might not be good tomorrow. Especially locally. Because at the end of the day, we're talking about computers, video, Switch 2s, and gaming PCs. This is, you don't need this stuff. I'm talking about real world shit, though. What else I got for ya? Because we gotta get on this goddamn game. Nintendo says the eShop is better on the Switch 2, but offers vague answers about stick drift. Oh, Lord. Nintendo claims that it has built better, nicer controllers to help avoid stick drift on the Switch 2, and that it's made the new console's eShop snappier and easier to use. But the company's answers haven't fully convinced me that we shouldn't be worried about their approach for the Switch 2 launch. In a roundtable interview with press about the upcoming console, Nintendo Switch 2's producer was asked about the console's eShop, and he made it clear that using the digital storefront should be a great experience like it was back on the Wii. I hardly doubt people will be ready for the prices of goods, dude. They're gonna, they won't be, but you're gonna have to find out. Get that Costco membership. Maybe this is a little bit controversial, but in terms of applications on the Wii, I probably booted the Wii Shop channel the most out of any application, he said. So when it comes, man, I want to learn about the stick drift. The Switch 2's technical developer says that the team worked really hard to make Mr. Kawamoto happy, including the various people who worked on the console's network. So I thought this article was about stick drift. It sounds great.
You're wrong. I'm thankful for your super chat. But this won't be enough to fund the purchase of the electric BBC I planned to troll Black Mask.
Yo, shout out to Jik with the super chat. He says it's crazy. I'm graduating in May with a bachelor's in environmental plant science, and there's damn near no government jobs in conservation and other industry. We got a president that don't believe in science, bro. Shit is crazy, man. It's crazy. Yeah, electric BBC. Where's I at? Of course, off the topic of stick drift also came up during the roundtable. Since basically day one, the Switch has suffered from Joy-Con stick drifting and becoming harder to use as a result. This has led to a lot of costly repairs for Nintendo and damaged the console's reputation. I was really hoping for a better answer when Nintendo was asked about this big problem if the Switch 2 would avoid it. As you may have witnessed and felt, the new Joy-Con 2 controller for the Nintendo Switch 2 has been really designed from the ground up from scratch, and they have been designed to have bigger movement and smoother movement, said the Switch 2 hardware designer. So the controllers are better and totally new. That's nice, but it doesn't answer the question. Nah, for real. What's the name of the analog stick where, because I know it in this controller, this brand, GameSir has it. What's the name of the analog stick to where it's really hard to get the stick drift? Does it have that shit in there? Hall effect? Does the Switch 2 have Hall effect joystick? Switch's trailer sticks for, oh, it does. It says Hall effect sensors. In theory, that's what the New York Times says. So they should be better. I haven't had no problem since I got this controller. I love this shit. Shout out to the 800 people we got in here. We'll see how it plays out. I don't trust the magnet Joy-Cons. I don't either. I agree with that. I don't either. I'm afraid them bitches might wear out and fall out at one point. I got one too. I love my GameSir controller. For the people on YouTube, why I was titling my stream, this is the reason why. This is a rumor. This is not confirmed. Don't put this on my body. I repeat, this is a rumor. As per two reliable Apex Legends leakers, Titanfall 3 is in development and will launch next year in 2026. I don't know how to pronounce these people's names, but they are known two Apex leakers with a history of good leaks going back multiple years, have just teased Titanfall 3. They stated it will release in 2026 and be possibly at the game. Ooh. So we'll know by December. That would be a big, oh my God, what the fuck is this shit? What? This is some dark web shit? Oh, this that fake Twitter shit. This that fake Twitter shit that other dude linked me to. Is this becoming popular? Who linked this the other day? I thought this was some dark web shit. So this is actually like some other shit for real. To be honest, it's really fun to play a joke with the truth of April Fool's Day. Let me announce some unbelievable truths in a playful way. So yes, Titanfall 3 is coming. Somebody should have seen me talking on Discord servers in December 2024. Titanfall 3, it will be announced. This was announced on April Fool's Day. I don't know. We got to take this with a grain of salt. I hope it's true. It's time to, if there's no better time to drop Titanfall 3. Apex is dead. Let it go. It's time to get back to traditional multiplayer. It's a real site so people don't have an account to, it's a real site so people don't need to have an account to use Twitter. So you could just reply to this without having an account. What the fuck? When did this website come out? Let's get real. This isn't the first time Nintendo's did a price hike with their games. They did this with the N64. I don't understand what point you're trying to make. What's the point you're trying to make? Like, yes, there's been price hikes in various different industries. Gas goes up. Are you advocating for paying more? Because I don't understand what the point you're trying to make. Let's be real. Fucking, did you know the first car is not as expensive as the current Chevrolet? Like, it's just a reader wag. Listen, guys, as a consumer, your only focus should be getting the best deal for yourself.
I don't know why anyone follows this.
Never advocate for a corporation. Do you know why?
Sonic.
Because a corporation will never advocate for you. You can give 20 years of your life to a corporation. Them niggas will cut you tomorrow and you won't get a cake. Stop this shit. Stop it. They don't care. I know they say at this company, we are a family. That shit is a lie. Every job I've worked at, they said that shit. Matter of fact, I'm not gonna lie. If you're young in the chat, if that is a red flag. When they bring you on board and they say we're like a family, get the fuck out of here. Somebody in that room's a snitch. Don't believe that shit. Like I said, just be a good consumer. Get the best deal possible. Right now, the economy is not in the best state. Let's not advocate. I don't advocate for no corporation, bro. Fuck that shit. Oblivion remake could be released tomorrow, it's claimed. This was on today this came out. What the fuck is this shit? Facts, that's why I never feel bad when I need time off of work. You just a number to them. They'll replace you tomorrow. It's been claimed by an insider that Oblivion's remake that has been in the talk of the town for a while could suddenly be released tomorrow. Recently, it was suggested by another rumor that Oblivion remake would be released sooner than expected, and April was touted as being the month when the reveal would take place. However, this all-new claim suggested the game would just be dropped without warning. It's time to take out the salt bowl and grab a pinch, folks. I'm not even going to read any further. I don't believe this shit. But we'll know if it's true or not tomorrow. If it drops tomorrow, would y'all be excited? The company may view you as expendable, but the position you work in is expendable. True. I'm so done with Bethesda. After Starfield, I don't know, man. Titanfall 3 really could be the COD killer if they improve from the second franchise. The second one should have been the COD killer. Titanfall 2 is one of the greatest shooters, one of the greatest games I ever played. Classic case of wrong place, the wrong time. I'm not gonna lie. Titanfall 2 is the Ricky of video games from Boys in the Hood. Ricky! When he was running, Ricky was supposed to be that nigga. He passed his SATs. The best college player in Compton, wherever the fuck it took place. South Central, I don't know when it took place, somewhere in LA. He was supposed to go to college, he was supposed to go to the league. He was in the wrong place, the wrong time, and he got shot. That's what happened to fucking Titanfall 2. Titanfall 2 was supposed to go to the league, but they released it in between Call of Duty and the new Battlefield when those two games were still peaking. And they got shot in the back. And honestly, it's EA's fault. So I will say, if these Titanfall 3 rumors are true, if it turns out to be true, I pray to God that EA sets this game up to win. I think Respawn has earned it. Between Titanfall 1, 2, Apex Legends, and Star Wars Jedi Survivor and Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, I feel like Respawn has earned it. EA, give them the full backing, the machine. This could be the next. This could be the one. This could be the one. EA don't got nothing coming out anyway at the Split Fiction. They never got a chance to play Titanfall, so I'd welcome this. Great game. Great game. Yeah, this guy, yeah, it was South Central. My bad. I knew it was one of them damn Crip Blood neighborhoods or some shit. I don't know, nigga. Push the button. I got you. Got a new Fatal Fury trailer. Oh shit. Best movement in any shooter.
Here's a ticket to my show.
Salvatore.
I hope you can make it.
What the hell?
You ready?
Who played the beta? What y'all think?
Here we go. Here we go.
It's awesome.
Get her. Animation. Let's sing. Piece of cake.
They was mad about this? They was? The beta was terrible? Say it ain't so. I don't know if I like this character though. I don't like the way he moves. Somebody said the beta was terrible. Somebody said the beta was great. Which one is it? This character's not my cup of tea.
Sounds like victory.
That's a shame because I want this game to do good.
How's that for a hit?
Homeboy said, uns. I'm mad I knew what you were saying. Say he a fool. He looks like a troll character. He's an EDM DJ.
Love is all you need.
Let me get a boxer in this game, bro. I'm trying to throw hands. So yeah, that's the new Fatal Fury trailer. And then two more things. 20 plus games are being given away this month in April. If you are an Amazon Prime member, one of the highlights includes Mafia 3, the definitive edition. It comes with all the DLC. What else they got? Oh, sweet. Minecraft Legends, which is the dungeon crawler game. I heard it's actually pretty good. And they have a bunch of other games too coming. Shit ton of games. So if you're an Amazon Prime member, I'm gonna drop the link. I ain't reading all this shit. But I will say, at bare minimum, if you've never played Mafia 3 and you have Amazon Prime, please claim this game. One of the greatest. The game is very average. It's an open world GTA clone. But the story, one of the greatest depictions of the Black experience in the United States in a video game I've ever seen. This is probably the first game I've ever played where I said the developers did their homework. I was like, shout out to them. I remember seeing a dev diary where they said they did, but you know, in every dev diary, they say that. Oh, we have more pixels. We did our homework. Like, you play. I was like, oh, y'all did y'all research. Y'all did. Great game. Great game. If you need me to sell you on it, there's a mission where you get to kill the clan. You get to infiltrate a clan meeting and fucking kill them. Shit's great. It was like people like, oh, go to therapy. If you can't afford therapy, but you got Amazon Prime, download Mafia 3 for free and go shoot the clan. Did me wonders. I slept well that night. It says sold. I'm being dead ass serious, by the way. Really great mission. What else I got for you? Oh, last but not least, the reviews are out for South of Midnight. It's a new action platformer that's on the Game Pass. Stars a beautiful black woman. Takes place in Louisiana. Got that stop motion art style. Some 5s, 5 out of 10, some 9s, some 8s, some 7s. The current Metacritic's a 74. The Open Critic's a 82. Although this is old. I seen another Metacritic that said it was 80. Let me see. So, basically, the game is what I thought it would be. It's decent. Yeah, it's almost at an 80. So the score is going up. It'll be on Game Pass day one. I got a copy of the game too, so I'll be trying it out. But I thought gaming was dead. It's too many games to play. It's a decent game. If you got Game Pass, check it out. South of Midnight. Any anti-wokies in the... No, not in this goddamn stream. Shout out to the views going up. 800 people in here. Shout out to y'all. I don't know how many people on YouTube, but shout out to y'all. Matter of fact, let me pull it up. Let's look. Where the likes at? Almost 2,000 views, and we got 200 likes. We should have 1,000 likes on this fucking stream. Hit the like button, chat. Don't do that. It's free. It's fucking free. This is the shit I be talking about, man. Let me trying to get on the game, man. 1 second, man.
Thanks for resubscribing. This should be enough money for TBH to cop a brick from Dr. Eggman.
All right. How you feeling about this? I gotta wait for this woman to get out of her damn Tekken game. I have somebody muted. Why do I have them muted? I never muted Cyberpunk. What the fuck? Yeah, I never muted them. Why was that muted for me? Anyways, Cyberpunk Ultimate Edition will be available on the Switch 2 at launch. We're looking forward to Nintendo players getting it on June 5th. Any chance you can tell us what resolution and frame rate it'll be running at? We're still improving the performance, but we're targeting 1080p docked and 720p in handheld mode with 30 to 40 FPS depending on the mode, of course. I mean, I said this when they announced it yesterday. Cyberpunk is a very intensive game, not just from a texture standpoint, but there's a lot going on in Night City. When you have all those NPCs running around with their own story and life, that is CPU heavy. And it's a handheld, so I knew this shit was gonna run 30 frames. I knew it. It looks like the rumors are true. The Switch 2 has the power of like a PS4 Pro, which is cool for a handheld, but you have to also keep in mind it doesn't have the power of the PS5 Pro, basically. So there's gonna be some places that are gonna get cut back. The games are not gonna look. I think Nintendo's first party games are gonna look really good. But third-party games are probably still going to struggle. If
I can afford a retwist for my locks.
You said for $450, well, you're paying for Nintendo's exclusives. Nobody's buying. Nintendo's entire philosophy is they cut corners to keep the price of their platforms down. Nobody buys Nintendo's for next-gen graphics. You're buying it for the experiences, because there are experiences on Nintendo that you cannot get anywhere else. I'm not gonna lie. If you were waiting to play, because Cyberpunk came out in what, 2020? Been fucking 5 years. You waited 5 years to play this game on the Switch too? Like, I'm not gonna lie, that shit's fucking funny. Like, what are you talking about? Play that shit on fucking PC. Play it on PS5. What are you doing? The unfortunate, and here's another thing too. You have to always keep your expectations in line, because like anytime it's a real gamer shit. Anytime that you're dealing with a handheld, there are certain sacrifices that have to be made, because you got to have a fan. You can't have a super big GPU, a super big CPU. You have to cram a ton of power into. So like, people are like, "Oh, only the power of the PS4 Pro." That is impressive for a handheld. You guys have to keep that in mind, for a handheld. Now, if the Switch 2 was a traditional console, like a PS5, then oh yeah, we're on Nintendo's ass. But it's a handheld. You're getting a lot of power on the go. And you're getting the exclusives that you can't get anywhere else. That's really what you're paying for. The battery life is going to be distractingly short. I'm gonna be honest. I rarely played my Switch undocked. I usually play it docked with a Pro controller, so I don't really care. That is one thing I will say though. I wish what's up with battery technology as a whole? When is that gonna improve? Is it gonna cost $80? That's this probably. Bro, a just chatting streamer just like me. I'm trying to get like you. The best third-party games for Nintendo was on the GameCube. Probably, yeah. That was a long